Zubimendi is in London. There was some reports yesterday about the Emirates being closed today. This is hopefully for the fact that this deal is finally going to get signed, sealed and delivered. I'm over the moon about it. We needed, especially after the news as well, that Thomas Partey is probably not going to be staying for another season. He will probably be leaving Arsenal on a free transfer. So, I mean, I spoke about this about 10 days ago, didn't I? If anybody's seen the video, I did speak about it. It was about 10, 11 days ago. I said about, I'm a little bit concerned about Thomas Partey's contracts, not hearing nothing about any extensions being signed. And I would have liked him to stay. The nervousness of the vultures circling around trying to hijack the Zubimendi deal. Real Madrid, namely, apparently there was a lot of scaremongering going on about Real Madrid nicking the deal, hijacking, gazumping the deal, whatever terminology you want to use. But he's in London today. The Emirates Stadium is closed. So it looks like he's going to be signing a deal, like crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and the deal's going to be signed today. We did hear that we wouldn't hear nothing about it until July because of PSR rules, because of some sort of financial year, whatever that is. I mean, Liverpool are moving like monsters. Okay, Liverpool are scary, bruv. They're scary. Signing Frimpong, replacing Trent already. Gyokeres, who's the other player? Verts, and I've heard Mark Guay, the centre half from Crystal Palace. Looks like they're going to be looking to sign Mark Guay because I think it's Kanate. Is it Kanate, their other defender? I think he's going to be leaving the club. There's Kwanzaa is leaving Liverpool, so they're getting a bit of revenue in as well as spending money. But the big news that's over the last couple of days is that they're going to try and go for Alexander Isak, and if they get Isak, we're all in trouble. We're all in trouble, but that video is not really... This video, sorry, is not about Liverpool. It's about us, about the mighty Arsenal, and about finally some concrete news coming through. I know we've had the here we go from... we've had the here we go already on a couple of occasions from the man himself, Fabrizio Romano. How you doing, Luca? Luca talks ball in the chat. Where was you last night, bro? Fake Cockney. All right, mate. I'm a fake Cockney. I'm only from Bethnal Green, bruv. How's that make me a fake Cockney? Newcastle United should sign Osimhen, Diamondi deal, and Anthony Elanga and João Pedro, $100 million deal, move to Newcastle United. Okay. Well, Newcastle ain't really done anything yet, but if they sell... How you doing, hits, mate? Nep, hi, dude. Iraq in the chat. Look, sorry, bro, from Luca. Yeah, he was supposed to be on the show, weren't you, last night? Never mind, bro. It's no biggie. You'll be on next time. Good one. Nice one. Could be good to see you. Stick a like on the video. Don't forget this. This is... Have you heard about Zubimendi in London? The Emirates is closed, so there's something happening today. This still in my mind now is going to be confirmed today. It's going to be next Thursday. Next Thursday's the next show. Yes, bro. So I'm starting to get a bit more confident that, you know, the deals, the wheels are going to be starting to turn. But I am concerned about what's going on at Liverpool and the players they've signed already. Man City are signing players, and you know the two biggest rivals. You might as well say, well, Newcastle was one of our biggest rivals last year. Beat us 3 times, didn't they? But I mean, Liverpool just coming off the back of being champions, and without signing anybody. Well, they did sign one player. Was it 2 players? They signed one player at Arne Slot's first season, and he smashed it. Warlocks TV, hi, how you doing? And he smashed it in his first season, and now they're spending. They're spending. I can't remember the name of the player they signed last season. He got injured early, didn't he? Oh, what was his name? It's come right at me nuts. My brain is frazzled, bro. I can't remember everything anyway. I mean, you can't be expected to. But anyway, Liverpool, Gyokeres, Verts, Frimpong, Mark Guay was the one linked today, and the one I've already said it, is Alexander Isak. And if they get Isak, if they listen, it's going to be like the Man City dominance, winning 4 in a row. You know, when they signed Haaland, it was unbelievable. It's going to be like, can you imagine if their attack with Salah and Isak, whoever else? I can't remember who they got on the left now. They changed it up a little bit, didn't they? There's Diaz and what's his name? Anyway, I can't. My brain's gone. You know when you put on the spot, it's like going to the jukebox in the pub. But I put some music on and you go to, and then you have a brain freeze. You just can't remember. Like, but anyway, yes, I'm over the moon. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Do you think this means Zubimendi being in London? Do you think this means that the deal's going to be announced today? Because it would cheer us up for us Arsenal fans over the weekend. I think it would go a long way into putting our minds at ease a little bit, because there has been a lot of speculation about the transfer. Even though the Goes from Romano have come across, and there's been a couple of them, and you've got the other credible journalists, you know, like Ornstein. There's a few others that have already that have said that this still, don't panic, Arsenal fans, it's going to happen. It was like Charles Watts has said it from inside London. Alex Crook talks sport. Ben Jacobs has said it. There's a few of these quite credible journalists. So once the credible ones, you get a lot of fake news about everywhere, and you get a lot of false pictures of superimposed faces on Arsenal shirt bodies. You get a lot of that. But once the top guys start to tell you that, not to worry about it, they've got some inside information from somewhere, and it's time to stop worrying. But this has helped me. This has helped me try and kind of calm down about it a little bit, because I don't normally believe it until you see the press conference with the shirt, with the contract signing, holding the shirt up. Kimbanga, hi, Newcastle United should Usman Diamondi, and you just put that in there, haven't you? You just said that one. Newcastle, they get to spend. They're gonna, if they lose Isak, mate. I mean, they're probably gonna get a British transfer record for him. They'll probably get about 120, 125 million for him if they do sell him. I think he should stay at Newcastle. Is he in town to complete his medical? He's in town. I'm waiting to hear more, but I've heard he's in London. There's reports of him. He's in London, and the Emirates Stadium was closed today. So Strad Industries, this is what I've heard, and I just wanted to get some opinions on it. Would it put your mind at rest? Are you an Arsenal fan? I don't even know if you're an Arsenal fan. If you're an Arsenal fan, would that? It sort of does seem that the deal is going to be moving forward and going to be completed and hopefully signed, sealed, and delivered today. This is what I'm hoping for anyway. We need to get this deal done, especially because of the news that Thomas Partey's probably not going to sign a new deal and he's going to be leaving for nothing. I fancy he'll go to Barcelona. I did say that before, 10 days ago or 11 days ago. Go back on my channel if you want and have a look at the video. You see it there. It's not got many views, so not a lot of people see it. But I did say it, and it was ages ago, and it's just coming out now. So, I mean, I didn't have no information about it. I just, I was just thinking to myself, what if this happens, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Hello to Lily Hutchinson. How you doing? Hope you're well. So I just wait for some opinions. Do you think Zubimendi is going to be signed, sealed, and delivered today? Any other topics that you want to talk about? We've been linked to a few players. I mean, we've done a podcast last night with a couple of guests, and we've been linked to a few players. I'd like to get your opinions on them as well. I mean, the best. I'm all right, thank you. I'm all right too. The best link I've seen, and the one that I would like, the one that's more realistic. I know we'd all like the Rodrigos of this world, coming in to play on the left. But I mean, he's at Real Madrid, isn't he? Why would you leave Real Madrid? Only if you probably, got Mbappe that plays on that left hand side. I suppose it could, but they got a good backup with Rodrigo there. He played the other day. I think he got an assist in the Club World Cup because we know that Mbappe's ill at the moment. If we lose Partey, it's over for us, bro. And there's some crazy links to Medawake, another Chelsea reject. I can't stand it, Stad. I ain't got my glass on. Sorry, I can't stand that, man. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't even want to think about that. Sorry. What do you think of? What do you think of the links? Oh, I was just mentioning Rodrigo. I don't think that's going to happen. But here's one a little bit more realistic, and I think it's an Aston Villa player. Hopefully, you'll know I'm going to say Morgan Rogers. And Morgan Rogers, for me, is a great player. And I think he'd be a great replacement, not backup, replacement for Martin Odegaard. I think he'd be a brilliant addition to the team. Not the squad, the team. Can you imagine Zubimendi, Declan Rice and Morgan Rogers in that midfield? In that three-man midfield that he likes to play with. Possibly even Rodrigo over the left, Saka, and then a Gyokeres or a Sesko. Let's have a little look in there. Let's ask you lot in the chat that's there. Who would you rather sign? Put it in the chat. Would you rather sign Sesko or Gyokeres? This is the two strikers that we've been heavily linked to. Apparently, Andrea Berta is lined it up, and they're both on the verge of agreeing terms and that, and then at the last minute he's going to pick one or the other. This is what I've heard. I know it sounds a bit strange, but this is what I've heard about it. Hold up, what's happened? Oh, I switched the camera off there for a second. I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, this is what I've heard. I mean, the way they used all different analogies how to describe how he does business. That he likes to get everything set in line. He likes to get everything lined up all at once, all together, not to go for one player at a time. He likes to spread his wings and test the water with a number of players before he makes the final decision. But who's going to be making that final decision? Would it be Arteta or is it going to be Berta? I thought Berta, apparently a no-nonsense sporting director, don't take no shit, don't F about. But Arteta seems to be getting the his way with the who he's going to sign, because Arteta was the one that strongly fancied. Benjamin Sesko. We all know that from last summer. We didn't get him. He decided to stay another year at Leipzig. We tried to get him again in January, got knocked back, and now Berta's come into it. And then Gyokeres was linked, because Berta likes Gyokeres and Arteta likes Sesko. There's a bit of a debate going on. Both players apparently have been lined up. Gyokeres has got the ump with Sporting Lisbon because a gentleman's agreement. They've said to him that stay another year and you can leave for 60 million next summer. This was last year, and now they've reneged on that and said no, you're not going for 60. We want 80. So there's a little bit of a dispute there, and Gyokeres has thrown his toys out the pram about it, and there's been things going on in there. And then also RB Leipzig as well, digging their heels in a bit on the transfer fee for Sesko. So maybe we might not end up with either of them. Maybe we'll lose out on both of them and end up with an Ollie Watkins, like we tried to sign Ollie Watkins in January as well. And it all went pear-shaped. We all know that this is Arteta's last chance to bring silverware to the Emirates. To do so, we need a ruthless goal scorer, and Gyokeres ticks most of the box. We don't want that project shit. Project Striker, I done a video about it. Go back on my channel. There's one, Sesko or Gyokeres, And I said, we want the article. He's in his prime. You know, I mean, footballers today go beyond. I know he's 27. Or they go beyond 30. Their prime. It used to be the way the training and their diets and all that. They never looked after themselves as well as they did back in the day, as well as they do today. Back in the day, so by the time they was 30, their fitness used to fall off. Arsene Wenger used to give players a 1 year extension if they was lucky when they got to 30. But nowadays players can play 33, 34, 35, and they're still. So look at Jamie Vardy, look at Chris Wood, look at players like Chris Wood was one of the best strikers in the league last year, 33. Do you know what I mean? So I'm dismissing all that talk about, but he's only 21, Sesko. No, that's all bullshit. Yeah, he'd be a project striker. How many goals did he score this last season? Was it 14? He scored 14 goals. He scored in the Bundesliga. Gyokeres for the last 2 years has scored 30 plus goals, 10 assists in one season, I think it was, and about 7 assists last season. You know, he can create, he can score. He knows where the back of the net is. People were then saying, "Oh yeah, but it's a shit league. The Portuguese league ain't as intense or as powerful as the Premier League." But Gyokeres has played in the Championship. Championship is one of the most physical leagues in the world as well. In fact, the Championship is more physical than the Premier League. So he's played it. He's played for Coventry in the Championship. I know he wasn't prolific to the extent he is in Portugal, but you know, and he's done it in the Champions League as well. The you know, that's Europe's top league. All the top teams in Europe play against each other in the Champions League. He's done it. He scored goals in the Champions League. So who's to say he can't come and hit the ground running at Arsenal? Well, I believe he can. I believe he can. And if he's going to be like 70 million, go and buy him. Go and buy him, because I would prefer Alexander Isak. That's my guy. That's my man. But we're not going to get him. Well, we thought we weren't going to get him. We thought he would never be. We thought he would never be released or let go by Newcastle. But apparently now Liverpool steps up and they're going to make a bid of around breaking the British transfer record of around 125 million. So, you know, he is available. So what do Arsenal do now? Do they think, oh, if Newcastle are listening to Liverpool, should we go and try and have a bidding war with them? Don't know, man. And I think that if Liverpool do get Isak, we're banging trouble. We're banging trouble. Lily Hutchinson is back. How you doing? Don't forget, guys, stick a like on the videos. I've only got 2 likes. There's only 2 likes and there's 20 of you watching. Or 6, no, now it's 16. If you ain't subscribed, what do I need? I need about 13 subscribers to reach the goal, reach the milestone. So if you ain't subscribed and you're an Arsenal fan, it don't matter if you're an Arsenal fan, if you're a football fan and you like the content, check the channel out first if you want, and then subscribe. It don't cost nothing. It helps the channel, man, and it helps me do little videos like this and get opinions of people, and you know, it helps grow and gets my content out to more and more people, which is the aim of the game. It is the aim of the game. Thank you. There's 2 people just like the video. Thank you very much. Liverpool won't get Isak. You don't think Isak? Jake Johnson is saying they won't get him. Do you think they'll bid for him, or do you think it's all rumours? Have you heard the rumours? I'm hearing it all over social media. It does scare me, though. It does scare me. If they do get him, they're going to be a force, man. They will, but they're going to wait to the end of the window. They're not going to do it right away. They're not going to do it early. You know, the transfer deadline day is the 1st of September, and it's going to be. It's not going to be a late one. It's going to close at 7 p.m. Normally it's like 11 p.m. isn't it? But it's going to close at 7 p.m. on Monday the 1st of September. So I'll be doing the last 2 hours of the transfer window from 5 till 7 in a live stream. On that day, on that Monday, for you know, just to keep me on what's going on. Hopefully there'll be some twists and turns. There always is on transfer deadline day, isn't there? Jake is saying they will get Gordon before they get Isak. Oh, do you think they're going to go for Gordon? you think they're going to go for Gordon? I don't know. They did try and sign him before, didn't they? This is unfair. Where does Liverpool get all this money? Well, they won the Premier League, didn't they? They get a few quid for that. They get the sponsors and all that. They get all bonuses. You know, they didn't spend no money last summer. So, who did they buy? They bought one player. I can't remember his name. It's gone right out of my head. Someone in the chat put the Liverpool signed that winger, didn't they? And he got injured early. They didn't use him hardly. And he was a top European winger. I can't think of his name. Your brain's gone shit. But Arne Slot won the league in his first, so he deserves it. They deserve a few quid to go and spend to strengthen. They'll win the league again, Nick. If they get Isak, it's this game over before the season starts, in my opinion. Wirtz is nearly confirmed. Gyokeres they're going to get as well. They've got Frimpong to replace Trent, ain't they? So they're not fucking about, mate. They're not messing around. I just hope we get a good striker, either Sesko or Gyokeres, and we need to strengthen about 3 more positions after getting the firepower up front. Yeah, absolutely. We need to. We need more. We're getting Zubimendi, hopefully. This is what the video's about. He's been seen in London. It's going to hopefully be confirmed, Zubimendi, but we're going to lose Partey. We've already lost Jorginho. We need another midfielder as well now. Victor Osimhen, I haven't heard anything of. What I have heard is I think Galatasaray want to keep him. I don't think Napoli are going to accept the bid that they've put in for him, but no one in the Premier League seems to want to touch him. No one in the Premier League seems to want to touch Osimhen. There's a guy that comes on some of you in the chat might know him, Anthony Herbert. He comes on my channel for the podcast on the Thursday, and he wants Osimhen at Arsenal. He'll take him. I mean, I ain't so sure. There's attitude issues apparently, and you know what Arteta's like with attitude, players with an attitude. He doesn't seem to like them. Zubimendi is world class. He is world class. I mean, I've seen him play a few times. I've been watching some of the clips I've seen as well, and you know I'm excited about him coming to the club and hopefully being confirmed. You know, very very soon. I don't know why Arsenal don't try for Jonathan David. He's on a free as well. Jonathan David, you know, he's available on a free, so that would be a no-brainer as well. Good business, that would be. Excuse me, one sec. Yeah, that would be a no-brainer for me as well, Jonathan David. If you go back on the channel, yeah, I know I keep saying it, but go back on the channel. There's a video about Jonathan David as well. Don't forget, smash them likes up. Smash the granny out the likes. Let's get some likes on this video. There's about 26 of you watching. 6 likes on there. 6 likes. It helps the channel. Subscribe if you ain't already. Let's get my subscribers up. I need 13 subscribers to get to the 1K. If I could get that today, that would be amazing, man. Madrid will hijack Zubimendi. They need him, but no, they're not going to. There's been T-Man tours. I've seen you before, and I recognise your name. They're not going to, bro. They're not. He's in London today. He's been seen in London. The Emirates Stadium was closed, so they're obviously arranging some sort of press conference in there. As far as I know, anyway. As far as I'm just putting 2 and 2 together. I might be coming up with 5. I don't know. I was hoping someone in the chat might be able to tell me. There was a scare about Madrid, but I don't think it's going to happen. We've had the year we go from Fabrizio Romano himself. There's David Ornstein, Ben Jacobs, all the top journalists have actually said that it's a done deal. Arsenal fans, don't panic. You know, there's something was saying to do with the financial fair play rules, why it's been delayed so long. I heard it was going to go into July because of the financial year starting again in July. But, you know, apparently he's in London today. It might be the medical, could be the medical. Someone in the chat mentioned it earlier. It could be the medical. So that might be why I don't know if they do the medicals at the Emirates. but that might be why. It could be that. If anyone gets Isak, it will be Madrid. Do you think so? Do you think Madrid? But yeah, maybe. Maybe they could go and sign him. Maybe they would. I don't know. It'd be great business. They'd smash it again, wouldn't they? They'd probably win the Champions League. They signed Isak. I think Liverpool are favourites though. To be fair, I think they are. I mean, if I was him, I'd stay at Newcastle. I would. They love him at Newcastle, didn't they? Who would you take? Isak. I'd take Isak over Haaland. Going on last season's performances, I would take Isak. Of Haaland, I don't know what happened to him last year. I know he was injured for. He wasn't injured for very long, but he sort of fell off a cliff. Do you know what happened to him? When we had that kick-off with him, Arsenal, and he told Arteta to stay humble. Since that day, he fell off the cliff. He felt no service from De Bruyne. Yeah, could be that. But I mean, there was other players there that was giving him the service. But he is a one-trick pony, Haaland. And Roy Keane was right about him. Roy Keane basically said he was a one-trick pony, but that's all they needed him for, to score goals, and that's all he could do. I mean, as an all-round footballer, Isak is a better player as well. AFC always in the chat. How you doing, sir? Odegaard, Marino, Zubimendi all played for Sociedad and finished 6th in the league. Yeah, I know. I know Odegaard. Marino was a bench player at Sociedad behind Zubimendi, wasn't he? Odegaard for me, he's fell off the cliff. I don't want him no more. I'd sell Odegaard or bench Odegaard and buy Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa to replace him. That's exactly what I would do. That's exactly what I would do, mate. I think Morgan Rogers was a fantastic player. Brilliant. But AFC always, have you heard? You're like an encyclopedia on this channel, mate, when you come in. You educate me a lot of times. Have you heard about Zubimendi being in London? Apparently he's in London. Is it for the medical? Is it to finally sign, seal and deliver on the transfer? Do you know anything about that? Let me know in the chat as soon as you can, me old mate. Thank you. I will be closing down the stream very soon because I have things to do. But I just wanted to get your opinions out there. Ask the fan base out there who come across the channel. What do you think about it? What do you think about Zubimendi being in London? Is it time? Man United in talks with Emi Martinez. I have seen that as well. I've seen that one as well. But, I mean, Emi Martinez, a great keeper. I mean, we should have kept him at Arsenal. I would have loved to have seen him in goal for us. But we sold him and we kept Leno, wasn't it? We kept Leno. And that was a big mistake because Emi Martinez, didn't he win the World Cup? He won the World Cup, didn't he? The year that same in the period when we got rid of him. He was Argentinian keeper. He won it with in Argentina for Argentina. Sure he did. That was disappointing, wasn't it? And then Leno just was crap for that year. This is what I've mentioned that earlier. AFC always Liverpool was it 150? I thought it was going to be around the 1.25, like 125, because the British transfer record. I've heard they was going to try and break the British transfer record. I believe it's around 115 million, I think. And that was Caicedo for Chelsea. Was it from Brighton? Was it Caicedo? Someone in the chat, let me know. AFC always will know. Let me know in the chat, please, sir. 150 million. But are they going to... Well, man, if they get him, someone in the chat is saying that if anyone signs Isak, if anyone gets Isak, it will be Real Madrid. Real Madrid, well, they've got Mbappe there, haven't they? They've got a few decent fucking players there at Real Madrid, man. If they get Isak as well, man, it's going to be incredible for them. But hopefully Arsenal can get Rodrigo off them. Get Rodrigo, put him on our left-hand side. It would be an upgrade. Hate to say it on Martinelli. Martinelli for me, and I'm not sure. Well, I am sure. It's because of Arteta, really, that he's regressed so much. He's not being played to his strengths. We're playing too slow. Our build-up is too slow. And then what happens when you've got a slow build-up like that, it allows your opposition to sit in that defensive 4-4-2, defending deep, in that low block, people call it. And we can't get round it. We can't break it down. And because our build-up was this season especially, it was so slow, it just gave the opposition teams all the time in the world just to retreat, drop deep and sit in that block. And it sort of destroyed our season. I think, how many draws did we get in that last year? About 15 draws, 14 or 15 draws. You know, because of that, we couldn't break it down. Because the build-up was too slow. And I was get so frustrated. Because you can see it. I'm no tactician. I'm no super coach. But I can see the build-up is too slow. And you can see the opposition, the other teams just retreating into that defence. Just dropping. You can see it. You let them have the ball. You let them come to you. You let them attack you. Even get as far as into your final third, get into your half. Turn the ball over by winning the ball back. But, you know, Declan Rice or whoever, or Party, whoever, win the ball back and then fucking go for it. Go mental fast on the counter attack. And you break that. You'll get into their final third before they can drop into their low block. It's not rocket science to me. You haven't heard? Yeah, he's in London. Apparently, I've heard this is the purpose of the video. AFC Always. He's in London. So I mean, hopefully, you know, I haven't seen it personally myself. I'm hoping that it wasn't bullshit because I'll make myself look a complete tit, won't I? But I have heard he's in London, and I thought, fuck me, let's go and ask the fans. Let's go and ask the subscribers. Let's go and see what they think about it. So this is why I done the video, my old mate. Who's that? Mayengo Isak. Yes. What's yes? Yes. Right, guys. Listen, I'm going to leave it there. I will be doing more of these little short videos because I do get a bit of engagement from these ones. So I will be doing a few more of these videos. I'll probably try and do them every 2 or 3 days or something like that. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for putting your comments in. Don't forget, stick your likes on there before you drop out. Before you all drop, like, fall off a cliff like the lemmings. Stick a like on the video for me. And if you ain't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Peace and love. And I'll see you all soon.